It's the most wonderful time of the year.
What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to my 31 Days of Halloween, and today we're going to be reviewing Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel.
This hotel has a long history of unexplained events being caught on camera.
If I say drop whatever you're doing and head for the exit, you do exactly that. Come on. Go. Get under it.
I reviewed the first one last month and I really liked it. I thought it was a great found footage film. I thought it was scary. I really had a great time watching it. And this second one, bad. Like I think I hated it. And like, I don't really hate a lot of movies, but I was like hating it. I was mad at the movie. When it started, I was literally like, whoa, why is everyone acting so badly? Like, the worst acting I've ever seen. Like, in the first movie, it was like, oh, sort of awkward people on camera. This was like, it felt like intentional bad acting. Honestly, it felt like a movie making fun of found footage movies. Like I said, the first movie was great because it also actually had a plot. This second one is literally just like a movie explaining what happened in the first movie, which like I didn't need to know. Like, I don't need to know. I also hate the characters. I think there's too many characters. Like, oh my god, that like influencer that's like Facebook living. Like, I was seriously like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then the guy that plays the dead dude that, like, spoiler, sorry, the dead dude that is running the hotel, he has one of the worst acted scenes, I would say, in movie history. People, it is like, it is atrocious. It is hard to watch. It makes me sad. Am I being brutal? Yes, but that's because it deserves it. It's a bad movie. Like, honestly, like, I would say not worth watching. Also, I will say they have too many camera angles for a found footage movie. Like, I'm like, how many cameras are they carrying around with them? Like, no, you can't have the guy take the camera out of the room and still have a shot of the people in the room. That's not how found footage works. The scare gets like a 2. There was like 2 moments that I was like, ooh, you sort of got me. So good job, I guess, but still not very scary. The gore, also a 2, because technically there's blood. Not that any of it is good or interesting, but technically there is blood, so I can't give it a 1, so a 2. And also, not because of lack of funds. Like, found footage movies, they don't need a lot of money to be cool. You don't need a lot of gore or cool gore to be cool. The first movie barely had any, and it was still awesome. Like, I don't understand. What went wrong? And the cheese, I'm giving it a 4 just because I thought it was so bad. The acting was so atrocious, I could not take it. And so today, instead of like my favorite death scenes, I'm just gonna say the dumbest scenes, I guess. And one was when the nooses magically appeared on the ceiling. Like, I was like, is that scary? Like, that, the appearing of nooses? Like, that it was so weird. Also, a couple of just bad lines. One is when the one girl's like, I just wish I could be home watching So You Think You Can Dance, or Dancing with the Stars, or something like that. And she's like in the house, you know, all scared. And I'm just like, that's where you want to be right now? That's what you're thinking about right now when you're about to die in this house? And then one of the so in the scene with the dead guy, the bad scene, the atrocious, worst acting of all time, he literally sings a little bit of Be My Guest from Beauty and the Beast. And I'm like, this is where I get very unclear. Like, is this supposed to be funny? Because if so, like, maybe you're on the right track. If not, you are so on the wrong train. It was so dumb. Like, I was like, you're gonna sing Beauty and the Beast because you run a hotel and you're telling them to be your guest, so you're gonna start singing Be My Guest? Bad. I think that's all I have to say. This is probably a pretty short review. I thought this was a terrible movie. I don't recommend you watch it. But I feel bad because the first movie was so good and it's like the same person that made it. So I'm not really sure what went wrong here, but the first movie was definitely better. And don't bother really with the second one. That's it, guys. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.